look at that face. Why would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that's the face of our next president? I mean, she's a woman. I'm not supposed to say bad things, but really, folks, come on. Are we serious? That's not about persona.
I'm talking persona.
Ow.
And when she hits me on my head, I'm just saying, when she and other people hit me on things, nobody ever comes to my defense. So I'm just saying this.
You come to your defense.
Carly had a terrible time in business. She destroyed a company.
All right, and so it goes. Joining us now on the Malzberg panel, Jane Velez-Mitchell, founder of JaneUnchained.com and author of the New York Times bestseller Exposed, The Secret Life of Jodi Arias, and Tom Borelli, contributor to Conservative Review. Check it out at conservativereview.com. All right, let's start with you, the woman on the panel, and that would be Jane. You know, it's true that Carly Fiorina, from what I heard, she commented on the hairstyle, kind of mocking Barbara Boxer's hairstyle when she ran against her for the Senate in California. So why is it okay for one and not for the other?
Let's not deviate from the issue.
Well, why
Donald Trump is a misogynist. He wants to objectify women, reduce them to their mere appearance, make any woman who doesn't have big gazungas and is over 30 irrelevant. And any woman who even considers voting for Donald Trump is suffering from internalized depression. Remember, women, 100 years ago, women did not have the right to vote. Don't assume we can't have every bit of social progress rolled back if we have a woman hater in the White House.
A woman hater. You know, Tom, one might argue that the contributions that the Clinton Foundation has accepted from countries that treat women like garbage, that don't have to roll back rights for women because they've never had them, that Hillary Clinton, who's also been an enabler for her husband's dalliances, shall we say, that she's the enemy of women.
Well, you know, absolutely. All this is really a sidebar. Look, Mr. Trump is taking advantage of the media opportunities he's been given. He can command the debate. And in the end of the day, Fiorina should be thrilled he did this, mentioned this. She should give him the biggest wet kiss because now she's in the media with him. It elevates her brand.
Does it have to be a wet kiss?
Well, whatever.
I can now turn my stomach a little bit here.
Yeah, it turns my stomach.
That's okay. But at the end of the day, she is now in the limelight with Trump. She couldn't buy that with millions of dollars of ads.
All right. So, yeah, Jane, I know you're chomping
Well, I
a bit
just
here.
think that, you know, there's a whole fix going on here. You know, TV has created Donald Trump. What does television want? Look at reality TV. They want boorish behavior. They want loudmouths. They want conflict. He gives it to them in spades. So they keep publicizing it. So it becomes a self-fulfilling publicity campaign. And I really think that people have to step back and realize this is not entertainment. This is a man who potentially, if he won the race, would have his finger on the red button. You know how he wars with everybody. He has alienated large swaths of the U.S. population.
Obama's about to give the red button to Iran. and let's talk about red buttons. The real truth of the matter is Trump is a creation of the failure of D.C. establishment. Look, they have this Iran deal. Congress hasn't even read the side deals. We're going to end up giving $100 billion to terrorism. I mean, this is absolutely insane. This is a failure of the D.C. establishment.
Iran will have the bomb in a couple of months if we don't do something. And what's the alternative? Bomb Iran?
I didn't say that.
We already played
no, you
the
strangle
card
them
with,
with
the
sanctions until they scream in the street.
That's
what you do.
All right,
I'm tired of this death to America.
Right. The leader of Iran just literally trampled on an Israeli flag yesterday, said they're not going to exist. What more warning do we need? But let's talk about let's give them more money and more money. Let's look at a Hillary Clinton event tweeted out here, as you could see, if we could put up number 90, as we skip to number 90. And this is by Karen Tumulty, who certainly is no conservative. Not exactly a packed house for a Hillary Clinton women's event in Columbus. And now let's see that picture. Oh my goodness. That is like I don't even know, like the staff cleaning up a bingo after a bingo game somewhere. So, Jane, it's a shame that women aren't excited about Hillary Clinton and Americans don't trust Hillary Clinton.
That's nonsense. My sister went to the Roosevelt Island appearance that Hillary Clinton had.
Oh, she was the one.
And no, it was packed to the gills. It was packed to the gills. You know how you can take a photo of a small apartment and make it look big, and you can take a photo of a lot of people and make it look empty. You know what? There is a concerted campaign against Hillary Clinton. This election is fixed, not for Hillary, but against Hillary.
60% say he was a liar. The first word when you mention Hillary
liar.
Clinton, the response is liar. No one trusts her. 46% want her to enter her campaign. Those are the polls.
Jane,
women, rise up. I am speaking to you directly.
Bernie Sanders now not only leads her in New Hampshire, but now has overtaken her from 20 points down in Iowa.
Oh, schmoes. First of all, anybody
Numbers
who's doing
don't
well
matter.
at this stage
Pay
is peaking
no
too early.
attention to the man behind the green curtain.
Anybody who's doing well now is peaking too early. It's a very long campaign. Hillary's going to get her
She's
mojo,
very
and she's
early.
going to clobber everybody.
And very quickly, Tom, the 6 police officers in Baltimore, the judge, I think, made a huge mistake. It's going to be on appeal. This is going to be used by the defense. All those 6 officers will be tried separately. Will have to stay in Baltimore instead of change of venue. 10 seconds.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. There's so much energy and negative media against the police. I think that's bad for that to be done in Baltimore.
Jane,
I don't think they get a fair trial.
The city gave the family of the victim in this case money when they didn't even file a civil suit. They have $6 million. Is that not prejudicing a jury?
Well, I don't think that's going to enter into the criminal case. They didn't admit any wrongdoing, but I will say, are you sitting down? Fasten your seatbelts. I actually agree with you. I actually think it's a bad idea for the people of Baltimore for them to be enveloped in this never-ending case for 6 separate trials. For the sake of the people of Baltimore, they need to move on.
All right, there you go. It's Tom, and it is Jane. What do you know, Tom and Jane? We're coming back with more. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right, folks, the national polls consistently showing Ben Carson at number 2 behind Donald Trump. And now you could get your copy of Ben Carson's book, One Nation, absolutely free. Call that number you see on your screen, 800-655-7567, or go to that website, newsmax.com/Ben. It's a great book, great chance to get it for free.